So today we're going to look at SharePoint. So basically from the poster we know that SharePoint can be used to manage document, to share, and also to collaborate with our colleagues. First slot, I'll be introducing SharePoint with just the basic features of the function and also what we have in SharePoint. So what if you're asking what SharePoint is, it's basically a secure place for organization to store files, to organize files, to share files, and also for everyone to access information which is not, I would say, if you put it, if it's private and confidential, you wouldn't put it in SharePoint. But if it's to disseminate information, this is a secure place for you to access and also share information. Yeah. Okay, now the next question. What is the difference between SharePoint versus OneDrive? So basically, SharePoint can do more than OneDrive. So it is advisable to use OneDrive when you are working on the documents just for your references, meaning that OneDrive is suggested to be used if it is an individual files that you don't want to share with others, because logically, if you want to share documents in OneDrive, you will need to add people. So you need to click the share button and then you have to add who you want to share it with. However, with SharePoint, you are collaborating in a team automatically. So you don't have to add people you're collaborating with one by one like you're using OneDrive. Yeah, clear tak?
Clear.
The access to. So OneDrive is advisable, not a must for you to work when you are doing when you are working individually on documents, be it Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft Form. Okay. However, with SharePoint, it's more on collaboration because you don't have to add one by one people in sharing setting of the document. Yeah, so
must be in a team lah maksudnya.
Not necessarily, tapi we can already create a team with whom we want to work with, tapi tak payah add satu-satu macam yang dekat OneDrive punya document tu. To put it easily, dia lebih kurang, not sama macam shared drive, tapi tak sama sangat. Kan? Drive ada group kan orang kan. So
kembar tak seiras.
Ya, sebab dia macam ialah like I always use dia punya persamaan dia tu macam we have vacuum cleaner, right? We have satu is Panasonic, satu is Electrolux. It works to clean to habuk semua. However, dia punya nozzle tu semua tak acu kan. That's the analogy of Google punya product and also Microsoft punya products. Same function tapi it cannot macam it doesn't actually ganti share drive to SharePoint, tak. Tapi it's almost the same. It's just that with SharePoint we can do more because it can we can create site. For example, we have a library. For example, you can even create your own page on SharePoint.
Wider lah the OneDrive.
Yes, definitely more than OneDrive, definitely more than shared drive too with SharePoint. Yeah. All right. And then the next question would be, so if you have SharePoint, and then what's the difference with MS Teams? Okay. So basically, MS Teams has more than SharePoint. So MS Teams has even greater function than SharePoint. SharePoint is for document management. It's platform for you to store, collaborate, and share information. For example, like I said, you can create your own site, and then say, for example, that's where you want to have your tuition classes. That's where you go. However, with Microsoft Teams, you have more than that, which you can chat conversation with your team members, and then you can make calls with your team members without using your smartphone and phone data, and then you can have meeting on Microsoft Teams. SharePoint, you cannot have meetings. So Microsoft Teams, when it comes to document sharing and whatnot, same function. However, specifically, if you want to manage your document, you use SharePoint. But for Microsoft Teams, it's more than that, because you can do more than that. Like what we're using now, we're having this training through MS Teams, right? But with SharePoint, you can't do that. Clear tak? The differences of SharePoint and Microsoft Teams. Ada question? Whatever it is, Microsoft Teams have more features. SharePoint is more to document management, because if I'm not mistaken, before there's OneDrive, they only have SharePoint to share document. OneDrive came later after SharePoint have been used. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what is it used for? Like I said earlier, is to manage documents. Say, for example, for SO purposes, audit purposes, this is where you manage your document. This is where you upload. This is where each division can actually have their own their own place to upload for ISO audit purposes. And then you can also manage your content. You can even have your own website. You can even create your own website. For example, like subjects that you have been teaching for a long time, you have all the sample of previous students. This is where you can share, and you can share information. For example, you don't want to use WhatsApp to share information with your student, and then you tell your student, okay, I will share notes, reading articles, or exercises here on SharePoint. So you can just do your independent learning. Okay, and then see, for example, you have project. We have a flagship, right? So SharePoint is the place for you to put, and also you can collaborate with others for that project. Even those, for example, in Gambang, we're working in one flagship project, for example, those in Gambang can upload their document here. Okay, so you can see the progress actually by how you create your you organize your SharePoint. Okay, so it's more than that. But of course, for IT based companies or businesses, they can use even more than this. If you are, say, for example, you're doing online selling and whatnot, this is where and small enterprises share and manage their collaboration and project with others, right? So basically, it's to manage document, manage content, share information, and also to work on a project, for example, a big flagship that involves all campuses, for example. Yeah?
Okay. Wider than Google lah kan?
Yes. More, it can do more than Google actually. The function, when it comes to function, it can do more than Google products actually. That one, yes, I agree. All right, okay. I think that will be all for the introduction. I will pass to Sister Raja Munira for the next slot on how to use SharePoint. Yeah, all right, thank
Thank you,
you.
Hasno.
Thank you, Hasno. Um, I thought you will talk for half an hour. طيب. Thank you, Hasno, for the a very good explanation about the SharePoint, and hopefully everyone already got the brief information what is the SharePoint, and the most important thing is what are the difference between SharePoint, OneDrive, and Microsoft Teams. Okay, so my job after Hasno is to show you the sample of SharePoint so that you can have more info what is the SharePoint. And I also would like to my job also to show you how to create the SharePoint site, and before that where to find that SharePoint that we are talking about today. Right. So before that, before I continue, yesterday I got one question from my colleague. Uh, do we need to learn about SharePoint? Is it very important to learn SharePoint? My answer is very simple. It's not really important. It's just for me. Um, if you the team is good enough for teaching actually. Okay, but as Hasna said, for document and so on, you may need to use SharePoint. And actually, when you use Team, you already use SharePoint actually. But if you ask me, penting ke belajar? Memang kena belajar ke SharePoint ni? Tak adalah penting kan, just for information. At least when anyone asks you what is SharePoint, you know what is SharePoint at least, right?
It's an option
Okay.
lah, optional.
Yes, it's an option sebab semalam sebab actually this evening ada clash program antara dalam QLD sendiri. So ada yang bertanya penting ke untuk kami hadiri yang SharePoint. So saya kata tak apalah kalau yang workshop tu lagi penting pergi workshop kan. This is just information, optional, additional information. Tayyip, okay, so let's go straight to the where to find that SharePoint that we are talking about today. The easiest way, let me share my screen first. Nampak ke? Nampak. The easiest way to find the SharePoint is, ini dah terbuka, sorry. Kalau saya biasanya saya akan go to office.com. Okay, www.office.com. Okay, this is the easiest place to find the SharePoint because here all the Microsoft apps are listed. Okay, you can see on the when you log in using the live account, on the left side you can see the apps, Microsoft apps. If you cannot find the SharePoint here on the left side, it is hidden in these 9 dots. So click here and you can see all the apps. Amongst is SharePoint. Okay, click on that SharePoint. Okay, so for the first time when you open SharePoint, you can see that you already got the SharePoint sites inside. Okay, semua dah ada. Sebenarnya kita dah create automatically. Tak payah tanya siapa yang createkan untuk aku ni lah. It's already created. Once we create Microsoft Team, the SharePoint sites also created. Okay, untuk to make it easier to understand, SharePoint site is a website. It's like a website, as Hasno said previously. Okay, so when we created the Microsoft Team, which is equal to Google Classroom, it's also created the website for that team, which is equal to Google site. Okay, but SharePoint sites have more function from Google site when I look into the features lah. Right. So you can see here, I already got so many SharePoint sites created. But if we open it, we click on it. For example, I'm going to open this one. Okay, even though it's already created, tapi dia punya template is this is a blank template dipanggil. Okay, the basic one, dia tak ada apa-apa lagi. We need to develop this layout, this template. Okay, but it's already there. We just need to fill in whatever we want to fill in, right? So before we go to how to further develop our SharePoint sites, I would like to show you 3 of SharePoint sites that I already created and developed. Let me go back to SharePoint. Okay, on the left side, you can see there is a launch menu here. The recent menu, the recent menu means the SharePoint site that I recently opened, access. If you cannot find your SharePoint site here, you can click see all, or you can search on the top, search in SharePoint, or you can also scroll down lah. Alright. And then if you can see here, there is a star here. This star is like a favorite. So when we have many SharePoint sites, so if we want to make a certain SharePoint site as a favorite, kita nak selalu buka, then we click lah this star, right? So let me open 3 sample. The first one is what I created for a project. I name it as Project Z. Project Z. Z ke Z? Okay, nama je Project Z, tapi sebenarnya saya based on the LEP coming soon program, which is Sejahtera Intervarsity. Okay, so for the project purposes, when we want to collaborate with our colleague for a project, okay, for example, this one I created in my mind. I think of that intervarsity lah. So on the top, I put a progress tracker list. Okay, progress tracker list. When we click, it will show the work item. For example, my job is to create a website for the intervarsity. So me as a leader for the prep and tech unit, or maybe the manager will list down all the work item, and then as a leader, I will update my progress. So I sit here. This is what we call as.
Yes juga. Ayah kena berhenti lah kalau tengok. Ayah kena berhenti.
Asuna boleh tolong mute? Ke Asuna tak boleh? Boleh. Okay. Tayyip. So as apa panggil lah, manager of the program, they can list down all the work item that he or she assigned to the committees. So for example, one of the tasks is to create website. So those who are person in charge with that website will update the progress. So for example, I am the leader for the website, so I update it as in progress, and the priority is very critical because we need to complete this website next week. Okay. And the start date, the due date, assigned to, and so on. Okay, and then another item is creating video, not started yet. So the program manager can see all the progress here. Okay, and the person in charge can update. This is what we call as collaboration for the project lah, right? And then we go back to home. And I also put issue tracker list. So maybe some of the unit have problem, so they will update the issues. For example, website not ready yet, we have to fix something. For example, the issue, they will explain the issue. We have to fix something extra 2 more days, for example, and so on. And the program manager, they can put, they can set all the uploaded item. For example, this one, when I upload, they can set like an alarm. Dia macam alert system, alert apa benda tak, nanti dia akan sampai ke dia punya email lah, somebody has uploaded something, because we maybe we did not open this site every day. So when we got the alert, we will open, right? So for the all of this, we can put an alert. It's like an alarm launching lah contohnya, lebih kurang. Okay, and then I go back to home. Other than that, I also put countdown. Okay, so our soft launching countdown is in 12 more days. So we need to, this is as a reminder for the committees that they need to complete the task before the soft launch. Okay, for example, the website and also the videos for the soft launch. Okay, and other than countdown, I also can put the event or the important dates to remind all the committees. And also we can put the document, and for this one, all committees can upload any important document, like Hasna said just before. For the flagship, they will upload any important document, any progress, any needed document, they can upload here, so others can see it. Right, and we can also put a link. This team tools is actually a quick link on the left side. Sorry, sekejap kanan, sekejap kiri ya. Sorry. Right, now I'm focusing on the right side. Dekat kotak yang warna grey ni. Okay, this team tool is actually a quick link. So you can put any important links here. For example, I put a link, the link to the website, for example. Okay, and then we can also put the committees, list of committees. This one saya tak sempat nak update. Okay, kalau tengok ni Lydia, Holloway and so on. Right, and in the middle, other than document, there is also activities. These activities actually automatically listed here. Whenever somebody put something, it will update it here. Okay, other than that, we can also put news, any important news. And so many things, so many other things you can put it. Okay, later on I will show you. Right, this is the first sample, which I call it as project C. Next, the second example I created for class. Okay, so for class, maybe on the top I just put an image, and then quick links, which is linked to academic calendar, online Arabic keyboard, Talim, and so on. Like Hasnu said, we can use this site as a platform for our student. We can put anything, but organizably, secara organized. Okay, and it is more fancy than Google Classroom and also the Microsoft Teams itself, because we can put images and it can appear here, and apa-apa pun dia depend on our creativity lah to manage, to reorganize, to make it look nice and organizable. Okay, but what I want to show you is we can put so many things here. Okay, so quick links. We can put ini apa ni? Document view. So when student come, they don't have to click the link. They can automatically saw what we put. Okay, for example, I'm putting the assessment for LQAD 2003. So they can scroll down and look at it. Okay, the activities, as I said, this is automatically listed based on what we uploaded. And then other than that, we can put in news. For example, I put one news for my student, or news, or you can also call it as important announcement. For example, I put one important announcement about individual presentation, and then when student click it, they will go more into detail. What is the topic, content, rules, deadline, sample video, and again the apa nak panggil, countdown. Okay. We go back to home. Okay, other than that, we can also put video recording. Okay, I just put 3 as an example. And also oh sorry, the skip. Okay, just now I talked about individual presentation, and then we also can put the documents. Actually, this document are taken from our Teams. As I said, when we open the Teams, it's automatically open the SharePoint site as well. So whatever we upload in the Microsoft Teams, it will upload it into SharePoint as well. It's all in the document. Okay. Other than that, I also put the countdown for the mid-sem, and beside that, there is a notes and exercise for the mid-sem. Those who want to study early, they can study by their own, and also the video recording. Right. So this is the home page. Other than this home page, you can also create the sub page for this SharePoint sites, which we call as pages. Okay, for example, I want to create a pages, specific pages for each lesson. Okay, I created one as example for topic 2 because I'm actually in the middle of teaching the topic 2, film Mata Am. Okay, so we can create specific page for that lesson. So in here we can put the page taken from the book, the lesson video for those who can attend the class, the vocabularies, additional vocabularies. Okay, so here I'm using carousel, which is a multiple images. Okay, student can scroll down and study by their own. Sorry, tak tulis habis. Okay, so we can put the image and the words, and you can also put another word. Maybe you want to put a sentence, example of the sentence also can. It's all integrated in SharePoint. Kalau guna Google Classroom, dia tak ada benda-benda macam ni. We need to use another platform, another tools. For example, kalau saya akan guna Quizlet and put the link inside that Google Classroom. But here in SharePoint, it's already here. We just need to use it. Okay. Right. Nah, ni for example lah, Ashurba soup, and then I put one example of sentence. Ashurba tu Laziza. So student can learn. And beneath I put one tadribat. Okay, I make it as collapsible. When student click, they will see the tadribat. I'm using Microsoft Form, which is equal to Google Form. Okay, so student can answer and submit. Right, so this is example of a page inside the SharePoint site. Lupa nak tanya, do you any question so far? Or can I proceed to the third example?
Nak add members macam mana?
Oh, nak add members. Ikutkan kalau kita macam this is a class. So when we created our class team and we already added our 15 students inside in that teams, it's automatically added here also. So you can see for this section, I already got 3 members which are added automatically. Okay. This
Added
is not
automatically itu means what? Added automatically.
Maksudnya kalau dah create team, dalam team UDA tu dah ada 15 orang student yang UDA dah add, bila pergi ke SharePoint ni, 15 orang student tu memang dah jadi members dalam kita punya SharePoint.
Cuma kita kena tunjuk student lah page ni. Kalau
Kita
dia
kena
nak
bagi tahu
access.
student lah. Dan kita boleh ambil this site and integrated, kita letak dalam team pun boleh. Nanti I will show it later on. Boleh dah faham dah?
Ni.
Ya.
Macam student nak masuk sini sama juga pintu dia.
Kita boleh bagi bila kita klik home ni, there is a link here. Copy this link and give to the put in WhatsApp, give to the student. Or as I said, dekat team ni, when we open our team and open that class team, okay, this one, we can add one tab on the top. Kat atas ni, button plus ni, kita boleh add SharePoint site kita. So student bila dia masuk team, they can click here and they can see our SharePoint site. Also can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buni.
Ya.
Nak tanya, boleh create assignment submission ke dekat SharePoint ni?
Kalau assignment submission dia boleh upload, tapi kalau saya lebih suggest guna team lah. Kalau assignment ni sebab dekat team kita boleh direct tanda.
Oh, okay, alright.
Kat sini dia tak boleh. Setahu saya lah. Ke Hasno?
Dia memang untuk manage content, meaning
Manage
that
content kan?
if the student submit, everything that they have submitted will be here. You cannot create assignment if I'm not mistaken.
So for the assignment, better stick to the teams lah. Sebab kat team ni kita boleh marking terus.
Exactly.
And give the mark as well. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Fine. Any more question? Because I want to show you one more sample. No more? Okay, this one is for class. The next one is for division. For example, maybe you want to create your... Somebody say something.
Kalau marking kat Microsoft Team tu, student boleh nampak ke kita marking?
Kita return back, dia boleh nampak lah Ustaz.
Kalau tak return, tak nampak?
Kalau tak return, setahu saya tak nampak. Kena return.
Kalau kita share, macam kita buat lesson kan dengan team member kita, so diorang boleh edit. File tu akan berubah tak font dia? Kan kalau kita buka kat browser kan, daripada font tu kalau asal kita guna font Osman, bila kita edit kat sini, berubah tak font tu nanti? Macam Google kan tak boleh kita buka kat browser. So,
sebab dia tak ada font Osman. Semalam saya try juga, saya try nak testing tapi saya tak berani, takut ter-effect.
Itulah.
Need more try and error. Nantilah kita try and error.
Okay.
That question is actually for Arabic typing because in QLD we are using font which is not included in Microsoft. Okay, just ignore that question.
Okay.
Alright. We go back to the third sample. I created this sample for QLD Gombak. Maybe we want to have our own website for our division. Maybe lah, because so far we don't have a specific website for each division kan. Yang dekat SharePoint website tu is only managed by certain people, but by creating our own website we can manage by the division itself can manage the website and they can put anything that they want to put. Right, for example, I have QLD Combat Microsoft Team, so automatically I also have SharePoint sites. So I decided to use the hardware, so why not we use it as our website. So here I put the announcement, just a simple one. Maybe on the top we put Ramadan Karim, for example, and then a brief introduction about QLD, and then I put organizational chart. Okay, and then the important document, which I think all lecturers need to access to. So instead of searching it in the Google, in the Gmail or WhatsApp, we put it here. So barring form, monitoring students, schedule of classes, SOP, warning letter, and so on. Okay, and then also I put quick links because some teacher, they always ask me where can we access, where can we open the class schedule, Ustazah, where can we open the class list, and so on. So we put it here: class list, mark sheet, class schedule, HURIS, IM Gmail, facility request and support, and so on. Okay, so many things we can put. We can also put upcoming events. For example, today we have EDUCALL e-training series. Next week in QLD we have TDU forum session, and so on. And we also have QLD galleries. Okay, last week we have a small haflah with Dr. Mahdi, self-pad workshop, and small haflah also with Ustaz Tuan, and so on. Okay, this is only example. Alright, so it's depend on who manage lah, and we can assign many people to manage one sites. Okay, so that's the 3 example.
Macam mana nak publickan atau privatekan group?
Okay, that question is here. The answer for that question kat atas ni, dekat setting ni. Click that setting, and then there is a site permission. You can see here site owners, full control. Site owner ni memang saya lah sebab saya yang create the teams. Tapi saya boleh assign orang lain as site owners juga. And then site members, limited control. Okay, they can upload any some file and so on, but their power is little bit control lah. Dia tak banyak, tak seperti owner. And then we also have site visitors. But so far, however, to access the SharePoint sites, kita kena bagi akses pada orang. Dia tak, kalau orang tu tak ada akses, dia memang tak boleh nak tengok juga. Okay. Contohnya kalau saya copy kan, and then saya open under self-pad TPT account contohnya. Dia akan minta sign in. Itu dia punya kelemahan sikit lah. Tapi all the members can access. Apa Kak Ina?
Sebab tadi SharePoint yang kelas tu kan, kelas murni tadi kat atas dia tulis private group. Private group maksudnya orang lain tak boleh.
Dia untuk members je lah. Sebab kelas kan.
So yang QLD tadi public group. Untuk members ke untuk orang luar ke nak tengok kalau dia ada link?
Dia boleh masuk tapi dengan syarat dia kena ada Microsoft account.
Account tu.
Pakai Gmail tak boleh. Dia tak boleh. Kena access guna Microsoft sign in. Dan saya tulis lah. So dia kelemahan sikit lah berbanding Google. Kalau Google site tu bila kita bagi link, sesiapa pun boleh masuk. Anyone can access. So far lah saya tak jumpa cari lagi. So far saya dah search macam-macam, tengok YouTube, search beberapa site memang tak ada, dia tak allow. Kecuali kita bagi akses. Orang luar boleh akses tapi dengan syarat kita share. Dengan share dengan dia, kita bagi akses kat dia. Allow them to access.
Okay. Thank you Muni.
Alright. So now I'm going to go to the next agenda, which is to show you how to create a SharePoint. Okay, dia sebenarnya senang je sebenarnya. Tak complicated pun. Right. we go back to the SharePoint. We can start from the existing SharePoint, for example, this one. Okay. So I did not do anything here yet. Okay, so maybe I want to create another site for this class. So I can develop it from scratch. Okay, kena buat satu-satu, atau I can use the template, which is more easier. Okay, how to use the template? Click this setting apa dipanggil, ingat the setting icon, and then apply a site template. There are many templates here. So, and if you want to create a site for event planning, you can use this one. Project management. This one is what I used just now for the project Z. Retail management team. This is what I use for the QLD. Yeah. Store collaboration. Training and courses. Training and development. Team collaboration. Okay. So we can use any template that we want to use. And then we can adjust. Okay, for example, I will use this one again. Okay, click that one and then use template. Saya tunjuk yang simple-simple je, not a complicated one. Okay, so if you don't like the color, you can change it. Just now I changed this color into green because I know some stuff in QLD they did not like this color. Okay, so I change it into another color. Okay, how to change it? Klik tayar lagi and then change the look. Okay, we have theme, so you can change the color. For example, green, blue if you like blue, purple, red. Okay, I will choose red this time and then save. Okay, and then to edit, on the top you can see there is a button edit here. So click that button. Now we are in the editing layout, editing page, news and announcement. So if you want to change this one, you can change. If not, we can just leave it as it is. Just delete the sample. Okay, adjust it. It's very easy to adjust. Okay, if you, of course, you want to change the image, right? So by default, they give you three column, but we can change it. Okay, you just click here and then there is edit section. Okay, so you can choose 1 column, 2 columns, 3 column, 1/3 and so on. Okay, tapi ini dah 1 column. Sorry. Oh, here. It's already 1 column, but you can delete here. So for example, I want to delete web part, bukan.
Kak mau
Ya, Kak mana dah nak delete?
tekan delete.
Mana?
Klik je dekat situ, tekan delete.
Tekan ni je, keyboard je. Tak boleh.
Tak boleh? Jadi saya buat boleh.
Patut yang boleh.
Yang gambar macam tu, matahari tu. Lepas tu kat monitor.
This one ni untuk move around.
Yang bulat bawah tu.
This one focal point. Contohnya kita nak gerakkan.
Bukan pen.
Pen.
Pencil tu. Lepas tu buang dia.
This one to change. Untuk tukar je. Contohnya kita tak nak gambar ni. Tak ingat dah saya buat macam mana tadi.
Jadi saya delete je.
Tiba tak boleh. Sebenarnya boleh ni. Ada je. Okay, kalau tak boleh, it's okay. We can use it as it is. Just change the picture lah if you want. Alright, so click on it and then there is the pencil to edit. Editkan punya title. Contohnya macam tadi saya buat Ramadan Karim tadi kan. Background image, we can change it. Search the image. There is a stock image, web search ataupun kita upload. Okay, stock image pun dah banyak sebenarnya. So kalau kita search Ramadan, tak keluar. Okay, Ramadan for example. So click that one, put it. Nanti dia akan hilang. Okay, this focal point is to move around. Contohnya kita nak turunkan sikit, nak yang bawah ni, tak nak yang atas. So we can scroll it down. Okay. And the rest pun boleh buat macam tu lah. Boleh tukar. Okay, suppose boleh delete ni. Tak tahu kenapa tak boleh. Alright. Okay. And then monthly regional. This one is where I change yang tadi tu. Saya tukarkan kepada intro tadi tu. Intro to KLD. Contohnya Quranic Language Division. Okay, and this one we can change lah. Copy daripada mana-mana and then paste here. That's what I do. Okay, here we don't want this graph. Kita tak nak. So kita boleh delete. And here also we can delete if we don't want. Okay. Kemudian kalau tengok ada button plus. And here what I said, there are many tools that you can use here. It's not called as tool, it's called as web part. So when I click this button, this plus button, okay, we have many choices. We can put text, we can put image, YouTube, spacer. Spacer ni kalau kita nak bagi jarak antara atas dengan bawah. We can put document library, which is the file. And then we can put button, call to action, divider, hero. Hero is actually images. Macam yang atas tadi tu sebenarnya digunakan hero template. So kita akan boleh letakkan 3 gambar, 4 gambar sekaligus and so on. Image, image gallery, link, quick link, spacer. Spacer is like the divider lah, but more space. Okay, and many more. Okay, document library, file viewer, and so on. Saya pun tak sempat try semua. You can play around by your own. Okay, try and try cuba-cuba. Right. So here maybe I want to put YouTube video. So I can click YouTube and then I can search for any YouTube that I have from my channel or maybe from any other videos available in YouTube. Okay. Paste it here. And then you can choose where to start if you want ataupun just leave it as it is. Dah masukkan YouTube tu, just leave it and the video will appear, will embedded in that site. It's very easy. Okay, and then we have quick links. Okay, for example, just now I put a link to apa tadi? For example, to iTalim.
Class list.
To class list. Okay. Class list. Okay, here. So just copy the link. Then go back. So we have choices here. link to image, link to OneDrive, link to site, upload, or from a link. So I just take from a link and then paste the URL. Wait for a second and you can click button add. Right, it's not finished yet. We can change the title. Now it says student information system. Is not tak begitu clear kan. Student information system ni tak ramai orang tahu. So why not we change it into class list. Lagi senang. Okay. And then we can change the icon if we want. By default dia akan bagi icon globe ni lah. Tapi boleh change. Okay. Tapi ikonnya tak sebanyak mana lah. Or I can search for list, for example, and then I can pick this one, masalan. Okay, there is no button save. If you cannot find any button save, that means it's auto save. Just click this close button. Nanti dia akan ada. Okay, so you can see here, there is a class list link. This one is by default added by in the template. So if we don't want it, we can delete, we can remove. This one also we can remove, or we can just edit and then change the link. For example, the second link we want to link to cost schedule, for example. So just copy the cost schedule and then from a link is wait for a second and then click add. Okay, now change the title cost schedule. The icon, maybe we want to change it into timetable. Ada ke timetable? Not sure. Ambil lah apa-apa pun. Okay, and then select. Okay, and then regional sales maybe we don't want, so we just delete. So we have two links. Okay, finish with the link. Right, and then document. Because in my team I don't have any document, so there's nothing here, but we can upload the new document. And whatever we upload here, it will appear in the team as well. So for example, I want to upload this poster. So I just upload it. The same like how we upload in the Microsoft team. Okay. We also have tool managers. This one is like the same like the quick link also. So the same procedure, just sorry. Okay, just edit and then change the link as well. Okay. Tapi yang ni cantik sikit lah sebab dia colourful kan. So maybe we don't want to use this one, we use this one. Right, and then there is an event. This is only example. So to add an event, we need to click here, add event. But we cannot click here, we need to click in the home page. So just leave it, and underneath there is a picture which I use it as the gallery just now. Okay, so if you don't want it, we can always delete lah. Use the dustbin. Right, so to delete, click on that section, and then there is a button edit, copy, duplicate, and delete. To add more section, there is a plus button. So you just need to click plus button and then choose how many column that you want to put. For example, 2 column, and then add whatever you want to add. It's very simple, but it's all depend on your creativity lah. Okay, finish with that, click republish. So once you republish, all the members can see the site. Okay, So this is the site created just now. Right? Okay, so far do you have any question? No question. All right, you don't have any questions, so let me go to, all of you are in EDUCALL Combat, right? EDUCALL Combat site, isn't it? Ada access tak? EDUCALL Combat.
Some don't trust me.
Ada 39 members ni. Some here. Ada
Some.
yang ada ni. Mazidah ada, Kak Norma ada, Hasno ada.
Those who cannot see the chat, meaning that you are not in the EDUCALL Gombak MS Teams.
How to be in EDUCALL Gombak MS Team?
I can add you. Ataupun gunakan link.
Or share code.
Share code pun boleh. Kalau dengan syarat dia memang guna live account lah.
Me too, please.
Ya.
Kak Zuri.
Kak Zuri.
Ya.
Let me add lah, senang.
Thank you.
Arina. Arina pun.
Zurida. Arina.
Arina.
180.
Thank you.
Yanti.
Hai Kak Yanti.
Thank you.
Hai Kak Yanti.
Hai. Zubaida.
Siapa?
Meeting Zubaida.
Bye Father. Orang besar-besar.
Hana.
LQ 2003.
Zubaida ramai pula.
Ayo cari Zubaida terus.
Macam mana?
Memang nak add LQ 2003 tu ke ataupun
Zubaida.
Dah. Zubaida dah. Tidak.
Zubaida dah. Hasno. Dah. Okay.
Nelia.
Hasno tolong add dah. Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, sebab Kak Meni nak silap tadi tak guna EDUCALL.
Lagi.
Silap teknik sikit. Okay, sekejap saya nak guna template satu. And then everyone try to enter. Ya.
Raja add kita orang dekat ni LQ.
Dekat LQ.
LQ 2003 section 2.
Allah. Welcome to my class lah macam tu.
Belajar pada
nak keluar.
Tak boleh keluar, saya yang kena remove.
Remove, tak nak belajar.
Asna tolong add-kan balik dekat EDUCALL Combat. Nanti Kak Muni remove dah. Kerana nak sambil-sambil tu saya nak create template satu and then we can play around lah.
Okay, thanks Moni.
Okay.
Add me too, Hana.
Kak Ana tak ada lagi
Tak ada.
Kak nak join ke?
Join apa?
Hari tu kan. Dia asal pada workshop hari tu tak?
Dia every workshop EDUCALL memang kat situ. Tapi mungkin ada yang tak jadi members lah. Sebab selama ni kita orang tak guna tu sebagai platform untuk
selalu
practical.
join.
Add Kak Ana. Okay, tapi sekarang ni saya nak suruh practical. So everyone yang memang dah dapat akses pergi ke SharePoint. Ingat lagi how to access SharePoint. Pergi ke office.com dulu and then search SharePoint. Kalau tak.
Ya, Inhat tadi berapa?
Go to office.com.
1,000
Itu kacik siapa tu?
Sorry. Oh my God.
Okay. Go to office. Those who already members in EDUCALL Combat, go to office.com and then search for the SharePoint. And then cari EDUCALL Combat. Okay, cuba enter. Try to edit whatever you can edit. Entah boleh ke tak banyak tangan. Try je.
Not in yet. Tak boleh masuk lagi.
Tak apa, yang dah boleh masuk boleh edit apa-apa yang patut.
Dalam
Maybe-
Teams dah ada, SharePoint belum.
Oh ya ke? Lambat sikit. Cuba refresh. At least you can, those who already in, at least you can upload something in the document. Or you can edit event. And then you need to republish.
Dia tak masukkan lagi dalam SharePoint. Dah refresh pun. Lambat sikit ke?
Lambat sikit ke Awak tulis apa? Dah, keluar dah saya yang kena refresh. Okay, somebody already edit something, SharePoint. Ya, sambil-sambil tu saya nak buang those yang dalam lakop saya. Takut terlupa. Okay, problem dengan team ni kita tak boleh keluar sendiri. The teacher need to remove. Cari plus button. Ada. Ada. Klik that plus button, nanti dia keluar web part. Ada banyak. Search for. Apa nama dia? Cak, dah tulis dah. Countdown timer. Ada. Bawah-bawah sikit. Dah klik edit.
Ni.
Ya.
Kak rasa dah nampak nama dalam EDUCALL, tapi bila dekat EDUCALL tu tak ada pun yang 9 dot tu, how to get to SharePoint?
Okay, pergi ke office.com dulu. Dekat browser kita tu, akak type office.com. www.office.com. Dah masuk, and then login guna live account.
This page can't be edited now because Norma Abdul Karim has it open for editing.
Oh,
Ask
seorang
Norma
je.
Abdul Karim to publish the page. Saya kena minta izin kat Norma.
Seorang je boleh edit maksudnya. Kak Norma dah siap edit. Edit
Suruh
satu
publish.
je. Kak Norma edit satu je. Lepas tu bagi orang lain pula.
So at one time only one person can edit
And publish. Dia kena
Sometimes
publish.
for the Microsoft Word pun sama juga. Like you cannot be on the same sentence or the same paragraph sometimes. Kan?
Tak ada takut. Kita save,
Baru
save nanti dah
nak
clash.
start edit. Muni sorry kejap.
Tak
Baru
apa.
nak masuk link. Waktu berbuka puasa.
Tak apa. Kak Norma buat satu and then bagi orang lain pula.
Macam mana nak keluar daripada edit tu macam mana?
Tekan publish. Kat atas sekali ada republish.
Republish tu ya? Okay, kejap.
Baik, tadi you mention pasal apa? Words tak boleh nak macam mana?
Okay, Word. Sometimes I was working with another person, right? On the same document. both of us cannot be on the same paragraph at that one time.
So this is under what, SharePoint or under OneDrive?
OneDrive.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. But it might sometimes doesn't happen that way, but most of the time it happens that way. Cannot on one line. Okay, sorry.
Mazida dah try kan, dia tukar SharePoint. Kak Norma buat apa?
Tak sempat masuk Muni, baru nak cari link untuk waktu berbuka puasa. Tapi tak
tapi sebab tengah buka kat rumah.
Tak apa dah ni nak bagi orang lain tak.
Maybe we can have 2 to 3 more person edit. Others boleh tengok lah kot. Tapi nak tengok pun maybe we don't really realise kat mana perubahan tu kecuali orang tu bagi tahu lah. Macam Mazida dia dah bagi tahu dia dah edit cell pad on the top. Tapi saya pun baru tahu lah ni that dia tak boleh ramai-ramai tengah edit kan. Tapi kalau kat luar ni those yang nak upload dia boleh upload sebenarnya ni. Tak perlu tekan button editing. Okay, go to home page balik. And then kat luar ni we can upload. Okay, those yang tak boleh edit tu pergi ke home page and then try to use the upload button. Document for managers tu upload something, upload file ke apa. The event also, ya?
Memang tak ada lah dekat SharePoint, kena buka through Teams. Buka through Teams so baru boleh buka through open in browser SharePoint.
SharePoint. Ada sekali saya buat macam tu juga. Saya tak cannot found the QLD Gombak. So saya through Teams tu saya cari SharePoint baru dapat jumpa.
Sama lah ni tak boleh buka through SharePoint terus.
Dekat homepage tu we can you can try to upload and also add event. Boleh try. Siapa yang dah cuba boleh inform saya.
Ustazah atau Madam Hasna boleh masukkan saya tak? Sebab saya tengok tadi tak ada lagi dalam EDUCALL Gombak.
Apa tu?
Adiba.
Saya pun. Saya tak ada bagi nama, saya masukkan.
Ustazah ni dekat LQ 2003.
Aduh. Masuk dekat situ. Sekejap Asma Kak Mani masukkan Adiba sekejap.
Thank you Ustazah.
Yang seorang lagi siapa?
Saya.
Siapa tu?
Uda.
Kak Inam ni.
Kak Inam. Macam mana orang QLD tak ada gini?
Sama ni Najmia. Terima kasih.
Ustazah Uda apa nama penuh? Username.
Huda. Uda Kak Mani dah masuk ya. Jim siapa seorang lagi ni?
Kak Ina belum.
Kak Ina belum.
Kak Ana dah ke?
Kak Ana dah masuk, nampaknya macam Hasno dah masuk kan, tapi tak keluar. Kak nak buka share drive tu tak keluar juga EDUCALL Gombak.
Cuba pergi ke team.
Dah pergi ke team EDUCALL Gombak.
Team
Dalam
EDUCALL. Lepas tu dekat general tu Kak Ana tengok ada 3 dots kat atas. Yang sebelah meet tu open in SharePoint.
Okay, try.
InsyaAllah we will stop the practical at 3:50. Is it okay? Sebab bulan puasa ni takut ada nak masak. Nak masak. Macam saya nak pergi beli makanan.
Okay, dapat dah.
Dapat dah. Tak ada lagi orang masuk kan? Duk buat apa semua?
I'm simply lost. Tapi tak apa, teruskan.
Okay. Try lah add something kat dokumen ke event. Boleh? Add event. Oh, I have one more thing to show you. So maybe we can stop trying ni in 3 more minutes, insyaAllah. Keluar. Tu dah keluar KBM. Siapa buat? Mazidah again, berjaya. Kalau ada hadiah boleh bagi kat Mazidah. Hasna ada hadiah?
Tak ada.
Mazidah tukar.
Apa dia?
Apa yang Mazidah tukar mana?
Dekat event. Dia dah letakkan KBM. Semangat nak pergi KBM. Diba dapat masuk Diba? Hilang dah.
Belum, tak keluar lagi. Dah dekat MS Team keluar tapi nak ke SharePoint. Sekejap.
Klik 3 dots tu.
Sebelah general kan?
Ada kat general, sebelah meet ada 3 dots tu. Klik, go to SharePoint. Tapi ada seminit lagi. Sempat buka je lah, tak apa. Kak Zura is editing this page.
Tambah IUM je.
Tambah IUM.
At least participate Kak Zura, dapat hadiah.
Itulah. Mazidah pelajar paling aktif. Kak Zada dah publish ke belum? Republish.
Muni boleh nampak siapa yang edit. Oh.
Dekat atas ada tulis Kak Ana.
Okay.
Azmazura is editing. Dah keluar dah IUM. Nurul Huda sedang editing. Okay, midterm test pun dah keluar. 22 April. InsyaAllah kita sama-sama menduduki exam. All EDUCALL kompak. Okay, so I have one more thing. InsyaAllah kita habis dengan praktikal sikit-sikit. InsyaAllah lah dah dapat rasa tukar-tukar sikit tu nanti boleh continue lah. Sebab saya tahu setengah orang dia belajar and then mungkin busy dengan kerja dah tak buat tu. So at least hari ni dapat try buat kan. Okay, the last thing that I would like to show you macam mana nak integrate kan ataupun nak addkan tab SharePoint ni ke dalam team. So student tak payah pergi ke SharePoint, dia dekat team tu dia boleh tengok terus. Okay, so boleh tengok screen saya balik semua. I'm now at the team. Contohnya saya nak buka KLD Kompak. Okay, so on the top kita ada dekat general channel tu kita ada post, file, notebook and then there is a plus button. Click that plus button. And then dia akan tanya kita nak add apa. So I will search SharePoint. Okay, there are two choices. SharePoint pages ataupun SharePoint. Kalau saya klik SharePoint, apa yang keluar? Dia akan keluar banyak. Kita tak tahu nak klik mana satu. Tahu je, klik je lah home. Okay. Okay, klik home. And then klik save.
Kita klik kita nak je lah ni.
Okay. Jadi dia akan keluar lah. Dekat on top. So bila student masuk general, kalau dia nak tengok SharePoint, dia akan klik. Nanti dia terus pergi kepada SharePoint. Cuma saya punya laptop ni kecil. Dia saiz tak besar. Saya tak sure kalau laptop yang screen besar sikit, mungkin dia akan nampak lah kolom-kolom tu. Sebab kalau ikutkan ada beberapa kenapa keluar double sound ni? Kalau ikutkan kalau dekat browser ni kan kita buat kolom-kolom kan section. Ada dua section next to each other contohnya. Tapi dekat team ni kalau semua tengok screen saya dia macam nampak satu section je semua. Scroll sampai ke bawah. Okay. Ini mungkin layout disebabkan screen saya kecil, saya tak sure ataupun memang ni lah layout dekat team yang nampaknya. Okay, tapi everything that we do in the SharePoint we can add here and student can access. Okay, itu je lah. Alright. So that's all what I want to share today. I just share it to you the basic only. So apa-apa pun memang kena diri kita sendiri, kena play around, try and error, jangan takut. Kalau takut, gunakan Teams yang tak ada student, tak ada siapa-siapa kat dalam tu and then try. Buatlah apa-apa pun, tak akan effect apa-apa pun. At least we learn something. Okay, so Hasna ada nak tambah apa-apa?
Tak ada.
Tak ada. Okay, others, do you have any question?
Tak ada. Thank you.
Apa dah?
Attendant.
Oh, attendance saya dah letak dekat chat.
Tak ada chat.
Tak ada chat. Siapa yang tak ada chat? Sekejap Semua dah ada dekat team kan?
Kat EDUCALL Gombak.
Saya letak dekat EDUCALL Gombak boleh?
Okay.
Yang gampang tak dapat.
Gambar tak nak masuk ke EDUCALL Gombak? Silap tulis EDUCALL Gombak. Patut tulis EDUCALL Unit je. Barulah tak bunyi gambar Gombak tak. Siapa? Saya bagi pada Adli boleh? Link? Adli ada? Adli tak? Adli ada ke?
Adli ada. Macam mana nak bagi link apa EDUCALL Gombak tu ke link?
Bukan. Akak bagi link I attend. Boleh?
Boleh.
Nanti Adli bagilah pada siapa yang hadir. Ataupun letaklah dekat WhatsApp. Amanah masing-masing je lah. Saya tak letak lagi dekat team ni. Mana dah team? New conversation . Those yang tak ada, yang tak boleh access chat, boleh tengok dekat team EDUCALL Gombak. Kalau tak boleh juga, boleh contact saya ataupun Hasno lah untuk dapatkan link. Link saya buka sampai pukul 6, jangan risau.
Kenapa dah ni dalam Meet ni tak keluar ikon chat tu?
Sebenarnya sampai sekarang saya tak jumpa jawapan dia, Kak Ana. Ikut
Sebab tadi dia kasi
Buka automatic.
nak kata bukan member, Kak Ana dah jadi member dah pun.
Tapi kalau dah member, klik yang dekat 3 dots tu nanti dia akan keluar. Macam saya ni dah keluar dah.
Dah keluar dah? Syukran.
Iya ke?
Adli akak dah bagi link Yang ni tak ada team EDUCALL. Oh yang ni.
Okey, sekejap. Kak Raja nak tanya.
Ya.
Yang kita tengah meet sekarang ni kita ni. Create dari kalender ke create dari mana-mana teams?
Dekat EDUCALL team ni.
Oh, okey. Ada EDUCALL team ya?
So, itulah silap lah namakan EDUCALL Gombak. Patutnya EDUCALL unit je lah kan. Tapi sebenarnya welcome to all untuk jadi participant. So all training yang EDUCALL Gombak buat memang kita gunakan gunakan team ni lah untuk create semua. So all the recording pun ada kat sini. Di samping saya letakkan dekat One Stop Center.
Ada link ke Teams EDUCALL tu?
Sekejap
Hasno dah WhatsApp kat Moni, dekat Kak Moni.
WhatsApp apa? Link.
Link tu.
Hasno and then pass tu forward tu Adli. Itu Kak Beni dah forward link sekali Adli. Welcome to join all self-paid staff. Okay, so Alhamdulillah it's already 3:53. I think we can stop here. Before we stop, thank you once again to everyone who attend this program and yang memberikan kerjasama yang baik. Okay, especially Ustazah Masjid. Okay, let's end our session with Tasbih Kafarah wa Surat Al-Asr. Syukran, selamat berbuka semua. Ila liqa. Jumpa lagi insyaAllah.
Thank you, Alhamdulillah, thank you.
Ramadan
Karim. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam.
Kak Ina sempat letak tarikh Aidilfitri mu ni?
Okay, Ina dah letak.
Kak Ina letak ni Aidilfitri